All right, everybody, this is the 2-minute warning for real. 2-minute warning. I ask you to please take your seats. We're going to be starting in 2 minutes. Thank you. For those just coming in, Teachers of the Year, you're welcome to sit with your nearest and dearest wherever you like. If you're a finalist or a winner, we do need you down in this section right in front of me, please. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We want to be respectful of your time. We're going to go ahead and get started. I know we have a few more coming in, and we're very excited for everyone who is here tonight. But we do want to go ahead and get started celebrating our honorees. We're so glad that you're here. Welcome to Corpus Christi ISD's 2023 Teacher of the Year ceremony. At this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Roland Hernandez.
Good evening. What a good-looking crowd tonight. And I know we still have people coming in, parking, and you know how traffic is about this time of day. We are delighted to be celebrating our 37th annual Teacher of the Year event. When the Office of Communications said they wanted to go with Celebrity Awards theme again this year, we did not hesitate to agree. Throughout the achievements and challenges of recent years, CCISD teachers have shown an extraordinarily high level of dedication and growth. And we hope tonight helps you feel like the celebrities we consider you to be. This is always a popular, heartwarming event, and I'm glad so many of you have joined us to support our celebrities tonight. So that our honorees, families, and friends who could not join us may also share in this special evening, we are live streaming this event on the district's YouTube channel as well. Our Teacher of the Year celebration began in 1987 when we named our first Teacher of the Year Dr. Rebecca Palacios. Previous Teachers of the Years are listed in your program. If any of you have joined us this evening, would you please stand and be recognized as a former CCISD Teacher of the Year? And let's give them a round of applause. Tonight, we honor our teachers for their ability to inspire their students, colleagues, and the community. As our theme suggests, these educators truly are the stars of our district. They are sure to leave an enduring legacy in the form of the well-educated students they send out to make a positive impact on our world, as well as the positive impact they have on each of their colleagues. I am honored to be here tonight and excited to celebrate our campus and district winners. We are also joined by our school board, a number of our district-level administrators and staff, and members of the Teacher of the Year Selection Committee. We'll introduce all of them shortly. First, I would like to invite our Board of Trustees President, Mr. Don Clark, who will bring greetings on behalf of our board. Mr. Clark.
Good evening. On behalf of the board, we are delighted to be dressed up and honoring 57 award-winning celebrities. We hope you'll be accommodating when we ask for your autographs later. It is my pleasure at this time to recognize my colleagues on the CCISD Board of Trustees who have joined us this evening. Will you please stand as I call your name? Mr. Jaime Arredondo, Vice President. Dolly Gonzalez-Trolley, Secretary. Alice Upshaw Hawkins, Assistant Secretary. And our trustees, Marty Bell, Eric Villarreal, and Mrs. Jane Bell will be joining us shortly. I would like all our audience members to take a moment and look around you. This room holds our best of the best. Whether you are working with your students, families, the community, or colleagues, people know and admire your work. As Dr. Hernandez mentioned, the educators we are about to recognize are the celebrities of our district, and I think we can agree that every star needs a hype team. That's where the school board comes in. We serve as a link between the community and the classroom. We are here to set policy, yes, and equally important, we are here to help share the story of the remarkable work happening every day during every class period in our district. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, thank you for demonstrating to our community what an exemplary public school education looks like. You can count on us to be your hype team for many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Clark. Now I'd like to introduce some of our district leaders. Please stand as I call your name. First, our Deputy Superintendent for Business and Support Services, Karen Griffith. Our Deputy Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. Kimberly James. Our Executive Directors for School Leadership over elementaries, middle schools, and high schools, Dr. John Pressas. Ms. Kelsey Morris. Dr. Elizabeth Pettis. And Dr. Bruce Wilson. Our Chief Instructional Support Officer, Dr. Jennifer Addis-Mendy. Our Chief Officer of School Improvement and Innovation, Dr. Sandra Clement. Not here. Our Chief Human Resources Officer, Mrs. Debbie Cruz. And I also want to thank our Office of Communications, who coordinates the Teacher of the Year selection process and organizes this event every year. They're bustling around here tonight and thus in different areas of the auditorium, but would you please give them a round of applause as well? Next, would all of our principals and assistant principals joining us today please stand and be recognized? We have been working with intention to continue high-level training for our principals as well as work with our assistant principals to create a pipeline of future leaders. While we take pride in having high-quality teachers in the classroom, we also know that some of our honorees will someday apply their skills in an administrator capacity, and we are reassured that our district's future is in good hands. Every year, a 5-member volunteer selection committee puts in many hours reviewing applicant essays and interviewing nominees. We did not envy the challenging work the Teacher of the Year Committee has each year when they must ultimately select 2 honorees from what is always an extremely talented field. I'd like to recognize this year's Teacher of the Year Selection Committee. Committee members, please stand as I call your name. Megan Butler, the 2022 Elementary Teacher of the Year and teacher at Sam Houston Elementary. Amanda Davis, the 2022 Secondary Teacher of the Year for her work at Hoss Middle School and who is now a district literacy coach. Dr. Dolores Guerrero, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences at Texas A&M University, Kingsville. Carrie Perales, CCISD Director of Instructional Technology. Dr. Kimberly Reinhardt, Associate Professor of Teaching and Teacher Education at Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi. Thank you all for your time and your service on this committee. Let's give them one more round of applause. Mr. Clark mentioned celebrity hike teams, and it is a great point. Where would any of our Teachers of the Year be without support? Would the friends and family members of our honorees who are able to do so please join us and stand and be recognized at this time? All of our Teacher of the Year families. And now, it is time to begin celebrating our stars of the evening, our campus and district teachers of the year. I would like to introduce Leanne Libby, CCISD's Chief Communications Officer, and tonight's Mistress of Ceremonies. She will have the honor of introducing this year's campus winners, district finalists, and our 2 district CCISD winners. Please join me in welcoming Leanne Libby.
Thank you, Dr. Hernandez. I hope everyone enjoyed walking the red carpet and that you will sit back, relax, and enjoy this special evening created just for you. So a little housekeeping. First, we will recognize our campus-level Teachers of the Year. We'll then recognize our 4 finalists, followed by our 2 district winners. Campus winners, I will call you alphabetically according to your school name. To help the evening flow smoothly, please promptly make your way to the staging area when your group is called. We have members of our communications team here to help you line up and direct you toward the stage. You'll be lining up over here to my left, your right. Board members, if you would please go ahead and make your way to the stage, and Dr. Hernandez, if you would please make your way to the photo staging area. So as they make their way, yes, up to the stage. On either side. Yes, you're going to come up here. Nominees, starting with schools, letters A through C, please start making your way forward and line up over here, and you're going to line up in alphabetical order according to name, but if you're not up to your alphabet tonight, that's what my folks are here for. We're going to get you straight. If you're a little nervous about being on stage, I got you covered. So the next group, if you could just kind of keep this in mind for me, I'll call schools D through J, then K through M, and conclude with schools O through Z. So I'll give you some reminders, but that's D through J. As you see this line start to recede, if you can kind of start making your way that way, that'll help our evening run smoothly. All right, nominees, when your name is called, you're going to pass here in front of me. You're going to greet the Board of Trustees. They'll have a certificate for you. And then you're going to go over and pose for a photo with Dr. Hernandez. Now, a little word for the members of our Teacher of the Year paparazzi, and I know who you are, and I know that you're here. To keep the evening running smoothly, we will not be pausing for you. Our primary objective is to get that district photo, and we will share those, and you may have a moment to get your photo, but we're going to keep things going. We will share all these photos in a district photo gallery tomorrow, and in addition, the photo area that you saw just outside the entrance to the auditorium, we'll keep that up for a little while after the event. You'll have another opportunity to take photos. As each nominee comes forward, I will also introduce the respective campus principal or campus representative. And principals, we want you to stand when your name is called so we may applaud you. Finalists, you will be invited to the stage individually later in the program. For now, please remain seated as we honor our campus winners, which includes our semi-finalists. All right, are we all set? Okay, all set, board members? You guys look great. Okay. I am pleased to introduce to you the 2022-2023 Teacher of the Year campus winners. Representing T.G. Allen Elementary School, Maria Garza. Her principal is Jennifer Allen Perez. Marvin Baker Middle School's Teacher of the Year is Christine Bentley. Her principal is John Dobbins. Christine is also one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Ella Barnes Elementary School's Teacher of the Year is Melanie Purdy. There's some of that paparazzi I was talking about. Her principal is Catherine Gorman. Representing Mary Helen Berlanga Elementary School, Sarah Gomez. Her principal is Melissa Clearman. Representing Harold T. Branch Academy, Iris Simmons. Her proud principal is Dr. Tracy Rodriguez. Our Teacher of the Year for Tom Brown Middle School is Colleen Veit. Her campus is led by interim principal Jennifer Guerra. Kalk Wilson Elementary School's Teacher of the Year is Rita Paz. Her principal is Christine Sierra. Teacher of the Year at Mary Carroll High School is Brandon Bessie. Oh, you brought the cheering squad with you. Proud principal Robert Arredondo. Brandon is one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Y'all can clap for that. That's a good accomplishment. Teacher of the Year for Club Estates Elementary School is Alina Medrano. Her proud principal is Kay Bircher. Teacher of the Year for Solomon M. Coles High School is Angelique Fernandez-Leary. Her proud principal is Mr. Chris Hall. Angelique is one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Teacher of the Year for David Crockett Elementary School is Rosa Sotelo Dominguez. Her proud principal is Amy Leos. Representing Cunningham Middle School at South Park is Jesus Moncada. His principal is Rachel Neff. Jesus is one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Please help me congratulate this group of campus winners. Okay, and y'all are doing beautifully because our next group is Dawson through Hicks. Are y'all ready to rock and roll? Okay, very good. All right, I think we have K through M in our next group. All right, here we go. Representing Joseph T. Dawson Elementary School, Bibiana Archiga. Her principal is Kimberly Ellis. Teacher of the Year at Robert Driscoll Middle School is Guinevere Guerrero. Her proud principal is David Crabtree. Representing the Early Childhood Development Center is Yvonne Charles. Her principal is Kelly Loving. Representing George Evans Elementary School is Lori Cassiano. Evans' principal is Dr. Patricia Mendoza. And Lori is one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Representing Raphael Galvan Elementary School, Kristen Emmons. Her principal is Diana Ibarra. Our Teacher of the Year for J.A. Garcia Elementary School is Kimberly Wilburn. Her proud principal is Daniel Noyola, Jr. Representing Weldon Gibson Elementary School is Patricia Gonzalez Cespedes. Her very proud principal is Julissa Segovia. In addition to being one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists, Patricia's is the lovely voice you hear in the Spanish version of our district-level school messenger announcements. Our Teacher of the Year for Elliott Grant Middle School is Erica Escobar. Her proud principal is Raymond Garza. Representing Paul R. Haas Middle School is Teresa Garcia. Her principal is Ana Fuentes. Teresa is one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Representing Gloria Hicks Elementary School is Elisa Fernandez. Her proud principal is Kathy Ortiz. Please help me congratulate these outstanding teachers. All right, I didn't give a very good alphabetical warning, but it looks like you guys took care of me anyway. I have King High School through Moore Elementary School up next. O through Z, you will be the next group. All right, here we go. Representing King High School is Andrea Richardson. Her proud principal is Prudence Farrell. Teacher of the Year for Zachary Colda Elementary School is Savannah Martinez. Her proud principal is Shay Hernandez. Representing Stanley Castores Elementary School is Angela Prestero. Her principal is Stevie Ray Garcia. Angela is one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Representing Los Encinos Elementary School is Alisa Longoria. Her principal is Laura Perales. Teacher of the Year at Sterling B. Martin Middle School is Dr. Jason Dykehouse. His proud principal is Jolanda Vasquez. Our Teacher of the Year for Mary Gret Transition Center is Alice West. Her campus coordinator is Zanette Hernandez. Alice is one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Teacher of the Year for Meadowbrook Elementary School is Jessica Casillo. Her proud principal is Dr. Latricia Johnson. Teacher of the Year for Moses Menger Elementary School is Jose Munguia. His proud principal is Dr. Cristina Barrera. Our Teacher of the Year for Metro Elementary School of Design is Emily Sefcik. I think that might have been her principal, Justin Milner. Emily is one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Representing Roy Miller High School, Daya Dominguez. Her proud principal is Sandy Salinas de Leon. Teacher of the Year for EE and Jovita Morelos Elementary School is Lindy Gutierrez. Her proud principal is Carolyn Bentz. Lindy is one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Teacher of the Year from Montclair Elementary School is Susan Bradshaw. Her proud principal is Steve Barrera. Representing 4-H Moody High School, Bridget Ramirez. Her proud principal is Enrique Vela. Teacher of the Year for Blanche Moore Elementary School is Jeanette Kokoda. Her proud principal is Dr. Aurelio Tamayo. Please help me congratulate this amazing group of teachers. All right, O through Z, you look ready to me. Here we go. Representing Oak Park Elementary School, Deborah Aleman. Her proud principal is Federico Saki Lara. Teacher of the Year at W.B. Ray High School is Keith Todd. His proud principal is Roxanne Cuevas. Keith is one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Representing Fred R. Sanders Elementary School, Blanca Torres. Her principal is Dr. Marcos Aguilera. Representing Shannon Estates Elementary School, Amparo Perez. Her principal is Violeta Guerra. Our Teacher of the Year for Rose Shaw Elementary School is Maria Silvas. Her principal is Christine Bernal. Maria is one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Representing Weldon Smith Elementary School, Maricela Montalvo. Her proud principal is Becky Reyes. Representing the Student Support Center, Kelly McKean. I do believe I heard her proud principal, Jessica Albert. Our Teacher of the Year for William B. Travis Elementary School is Erica Gomez. Her proud principal is Stacy Mitchin. Erica is one of our Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Representing Veterans Memorial High School, Janina Vela. Her proud principal is Mr. Scott Walker. Representing Fay Webb Elementary School, Dee Gonzalez. Her very proud principal is Dr. Christina Cahill. Representing Woodlawn Elementary School is Lydia de los Santos. Her principal is Krista Richey. Representing C.P. Yeager Elementary School, Alexandria Villarreal. Her principal is Veronica Garcia Molina. Our Teacher of the Year for Lorenzo de Zavala Elementary School is Amy Patino. Her principal is Judith Hinojosa. Please help me give these outstanding educators a round of applause. All right, my finalists, the 4 finalists, if you would please line up. We're about ready to recognize you. Dr. Hopkins, Ms. Carrillo, we'll get to you in just a few minutes. Stay put. All right, as they begin to line up, out of the 57 applications we received, 20 were selected to become semifinalists. We have honored them this evening. The semifinalists were asked to submit 3 additional essays, and from those essays, 6 finalists were chosen to meet with our selection committee for in-person interviews to determine the 2 district winners. At this time, it is my pleasure to highlight the 4 teachers we are celebrating as this year's finalists. As I call your name, you'll come forward to greet the board and receive a certificate, and each finalist is also receiving a $500 award via direct deposit. And after greeting the board, you'll make your way to the photo area to pose with Dr. Hernandez and then return to your seat. At this time, please help me welcome Elementary Teacher of the Year finalist, Diana Johnson from Sam Houston Elementary School. She has quite the receiving line. All right, Ms. Johnson has been a teacher for 24 years, currently teaches the 4th grade. In her essay, she wrote in part, "My students trust and know they can count on me to be their advocate in their education, and that is so rewarding. The notes, hugs, drawings, and visits years later all prove that I made a lasting impact." Ms. Johnson's love of learning and relationships with her childhood teachers solidified her desire to become an educator. She believes the heart of teaching is understanding that all students can learn and will grow. We thank you, Diana, for your dedication to inspiring students to be successful. Her very proud principal is Ms. Celeste Fernandez. Would you please stand and be recognized? Now we are delighted to honor Elementary Teacher of the Year finalist, Amanda Huerta from Windsor Park Elementary School. Ms. Huerta has been an educator for 13 years. She currently teaches the 3rd grade. She believes all students are learners in their own unique way. Ms. Huerta is always looking to find new teaching strategies so that her students have a variety of learning opportunities. She values collaboration, reflection, and flexibility. Ms. Huerta believes teaching has kept the magic of being a child alive within her. She said, "I get to experience every holiday, tooth fairy visit, exciting weekend, light bulb moment, and personal milestone through their eyes, and the rewards are innumerable." We thank you, Amanda, for your dedication to teaching students and helping them understand that learning can happen in a variety of ways. Her principal is Dr. Kimberly Bissell. Would you please stand for recognition? Now we'll move on to our secondary finalists. Please help me welcome Secondary Teacher of the Year finalist, Leah Jordan from Dorothy Atkins Middle School. Ms. Jordan has been teaching for 3 years. She teaches 6th grade reading and language arts, is the co-sponsor of the campus's student council. In her essay, she wrote in part, "When I have the understanding of my students as individuals and as learners, I can create lessons that engage them with the content in meaningful ways. I know I've reached my students when previous students come back to visit and recall lessons, readings, and funny moments from our time together." Ms. Jordan builds up her students to help them see that everyone is capable of succeeding in future careers and as citizens in the community. Thank you, Leah, for motivating students in the classroom and preparing them for the future. Her principal is Norma Cullum. Would you please stand to be recognized? Now, please help me welcome Secondary Teacher of the Year finalist, Giulia Valenti Tontini from Collegiate High School. Ms. Valenti Tontini has 8 years of teaching experience. She is a social studies and educator and training teacher. Julia wrote in part, "My goal as a teacher has always been to ignite in my learners a passion to promote a learning in climate and context that extends and fosters students' experiences and interests, thus providing students with the opportunity to see multiple perspectives and develop their own understanding of themselves. She believes creating an effective classroom starts with listening and recognizing all students, as well as teaching them to be leaders." We thank you, Julia, for creating an environment where students can reach their academic goals. Our proud principal is Dr. Tracy Rodriguez. Would you please give us a wave and be recognized? All right, before I get to the next bit of housekeeping, I'll start by asking the board members and Dr. Hernandez to please return to your seats so that you may view and enjoy the next portion of the program. While they do that, please join me in another round of applause for all of this year's Teacher of the Year winners. And as our trustees take their seats, I'll let you know that at this time, it's going to be my great honor to introduce the 2 educators who were selected as CCISD's 2022-2023 Teachers of the Year. And not to give you a challenge, but you might want to locate the Kleenex in your pocket or handbag if you have any. I will introduce the Teachers of the Year individually. We will then show their respective video presentations so we can all get to know each of them a little better. At the conclusion of each video, I will ask our board members to line up just out of your seats and turn around to face the audience so that you're lined up right in front of the stage so you may greet each honoree. And Dr. Hernandez, he's going to do the hustle and come back up to the stage to present them with their awards and pose for photos. And after that, each honoree will have a moment to say a few words to us. Each Teacher of the Year district winner will receive $1,000 delivered by direct deposit. Now, to recognize our 2023 Elementary Teacher of the Year, Christina Carrillo from Luther Jones Elementary School. You want to stand up and go? So there she is. And you're welcome to come up, but you might want to stay right there so you can see your video to get the full effects. If you stand up with me, that's where I am. It's okay. I've watched it. I've cried. All right. Christina has 7 years of teaching experience and teaches the 4th grade. Her childhood dream was to be a teacher. She believes that becoming an educator is an influential role you choose with your heart, mind, and soul. In her eyes, outstanding teachers engage students in unique ways to foster collaboration, technology, and hands-on learning. She believes establishing positive relationships between teachers, scholars, and parents creates a supportive learning environment. To learn more about how she makes a difference in her students' lives, please turn your attention to the screen where we will go behind the scenes with the starring cast of Luther Jones Elementary School and our 2023 Elementary Teacher of the Year.
There you go. So that's giving back to your community. That was very nice.
Christina Carrillo's class begins each day with affirmations. Recognizing the unique strengths of her students is integral to her approach to teaching.
So I really believe that every kid obviously learns different. I really try every time I do a lesson, every single day, to incorporate music, movement, writing, at least 3 or 4 different ways of learning the content.
Students really enjoy learning through games. Trasketball is just one of the ways Ms. Carrillo makes points with her students.
So we read the Justin Bieber story and we walked around and answered some questions, and then you crumble them up into balls, and then she picks on people that are quiet, and then you try to make it in.
So I can tell you that when she's planning her reading lessons, her number one thing is, I want to make it fun so these scholars want to be doing it.
It's good to make things fun because if they're bored, they're not learning. If teachers are bored, we're not being good teachers, and so if it's fun for us, it'll be fun for them.
Teaching has always been an important part of Christina's life. Her own learning struggles fed her desire to be an educator.
School wasn't always easy for me at the beginning, and I had to learn a new way of learning and a way of, figuring out how to be the best that I could be. I went to Robert Wilson Elementary, and it was just an absolute dream there. I always talk about my childhood there as a Wilson All-Star and how we had the most amazing administration and the teachers were phenomenal, and they really sparked that love of teaching in me. My mom, she was a PTA leader on campus, and so I spent a lot of time at my elementary school, and I remember going back into the other classrooms or past teachers' classrooms and helping them set up and, get organized and just learning the different ins and outs of teaching even that young. And ever since then, I would play being a teacher and take the old textbooks home and be teacher to my friends, and, it's just so much fun. I feel like it was a calling in me that I just followed with my whole life.
Well, when Christina came in to interview, she walked in with such confidence, and she just portrayed herself with so many amazing values that I knew she would be an amazing fit for our campus. So she was an easy choice when it came to hiring.
Ms. Carrillo is involved in much more than just her classroom. Colleagues are amazed at her work ethic and ability to balance a busy life.
And, to be a mother of 2 girls, a wife, a daughter, a colleague, a friend, and to be able to balance all that out and come out on top, I think that's what makes it all for her, to see that end goal.
As a teacher, the only way we become good teachers is by continuously learning, and I'm extremely set on that. Just recently, I went back for my master's, still in the field of education, but a little bit more broad of a topic. And I think being a lifelong learner is I think that's a philosophy in and out of education, honestly.
I was really excited because my mom worked really hard to get to this point. She just got out of college for her master's degree in technology, and she's been working really hard for it, so I'm proud of her.
Hard work and rigor are important, but Christina also knows that giving your best does not mean you won't make a mistake.
Of course, not every day is perfect, Kids make mistakes and adults make mistakes. And there's a lot of kids, that don't have that loving home or, woke up that morning and things were rough. And I don't want them to come in the classroom and feel like it still has to be rough.
I love how supportive she is. If you make a mistake, some teachers will be like, why did you do that? You're not supposed to do this. But her, she just wants us to learn from our mistakes. She doesn't care if we make the mistakes, she just wants us to learn from them.
But I want you to give me 100%. And if you give me 100%, I will always give you 100%. And I think that makes a huge impact on their learning. They're not going to want to learn unless they feel respected and comfortable in their environment, and I want that for them.
Christina supports all her students, but some need a little extra.
One in particular that had a rough year and the year before, and I witnessed it, and I saw, that he truly was losing that love of reading and losing that love of coming to school, and you just know you've got to make a difference in their life. You've got to be that person, and when that happens and you see light bulbs going off and you see them come to you and just have a conversation that is nothing to do with what they're learning, you know that you've broken through for them. And that is so important to me. And look, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it.
She's just a natural. She's a natural, and people, like you said, her scholars gravitate to her, and I think it's the same thing as adults.
So how does it feel to be selected Elementary Teacher of the Year?
It's almost like I feel like I don't want to say I don't deserve it, but you see the people you work with and the people that you're around, and you're like, wow, I think this about them, and if they're thinking that about me, I'm just completely honored. It's hard to put in words. It really is. I'm a little speechless, and that doesn't come very often. But I truly just, it's humbling, very humbling, and I'm just so honored, and I can't believe it.
At this time, Dr. Hernandez and very proud Principal Lisa Bowers, please make your way to the stage, to the photo area. Members of the board, if you would please, like I said, get up and turn around, face the audience, kind of with your backs to the stage here. We'll give you a moment to do that. All right, I needed a brief reorientation, I apologize. All right, at this time, Christina Carrillo, our 2023 Elementary Teacher of the Year. Please come forward to greet the board. Everyone, please join me in congratulating Christina Carrillo. She's going to be presented with her award, take a picture, and then we invite her forward to say a few words to us.
How to talk after that. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Good evening, everybody. As you can see, I'm Christina Carrillo, standing here today, speaking to all of you and surrounded by numerous outstanding educators is an incredible honor. I'm truly humbled to be this year's recipient of CCISD's Elementary Teacher of the Year. And to put it into words, it has been an emotional challenge for me. I have been blessed to be a member of this CCISD family since pre-K, and I absolutely love having the privilege of getting to work at the district that I went to for the past 7 years. Every day is a different day, filled with excitement and new experiences, which I truly find rewarding as a teacher. I have the opportunity of being a shoelace tying, Band-Aid giving, tear wiping, ear listening, smile giving, question answering instructional leader in my scholars' lives. I aspire to be the teacher students remember when they are teaching others, reminiscing on fun childhood memories, or hear something that brings them to recall a tune that I sang wildly in the classroom or danced with them in class. I hope to be a memory pushing them to be the best, to never give up, to know their self-worth and that they are loved no matter what. Being a teacher is not just a career, it's an enduring journey rooted from within, and I'm honored to have it rooted in me. Looking out at all of you in this room, I would like to acknowledge and express my appreciation to all my fellow educators who work tirelessly day in and day out to make the difference. Excuse me. Your dedication, passion, and commitment to excellence not only inspires me, but all who surrounds. As educators, we are collaborators, and through teamwork, we are able to make a difference in these lives of these kiddos. I wouldn't be the teacher I am today without all of the outstanding model educators sitting here in this room. We grow together, we learn together, and we continuously encourage each other. Through everything, I have had a support system that I am beyond grateful for, and I wouldn't be the person I am today without them. To my family, who has continuously motivated me to challenge myself and never give up. More specifically, to my parents, who have taught me perseverance. To believe in myself and that I can do anything I set my mind to. To my husband, who encourages me daily and loves me unconditionally, even after the sleepless nights and star testing time. And when I sign up for another thing to add to my list. To my daughters, who share their mommy with many other children each day, they are my biggest cheerleaders and my whole world. To my colleagues and mentors, for the daily affirmations, the laughter, and for showing me what teamwork and family of sisters is truly about. I would also like to mention how special this has been to have been nominated as a finalist alongside a close family friend, Dee Dee Johnson. She has been a mentor to me throughout my teaching career, especially when I was shocked to be teaching a testing grade level. That was a day. You're an incredible educator, and to be nominated in the same category as you is an award and honor of itself. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you. During my educational career, each school I attended at CCISD embedded words of encouragement in me that I still remember and cherish today. In elementary at Robert Wilson, each morning we would start by stating the school pledge. Education opens many doors, it leads us on our way. In middle school at Hamlin, where we were reminded that we were thinkers and doers. And at Ray High School, singing the alma mater words, may your spirit never die, and to pledge your hearts forever. These phrases have become a guide to the type of teacher, educator, individual that I am and hope to always to be. I aspire to continue sparking a love of learning in my community as education opens many doors and leads us all to grow. I will model and teach the importance of being thinkers and doers, for scholars to challenge themselves and become lifelong learners. And finally, I will demonstrate the importance of believing in yourself, to never let your light burn out, to never let your student's spirit die, and to pledge my heart forever to be the best self that I can be for my family, my peers, and my students. Once again, thank you all for believing in me and for this honor. I would like to end with this quote. Rita Pearson, a professional educator and speaker, stated in her TED Talk, "Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best that they can possibly be." Because of the champions, all of you sitting here today, I am here receiving this award. So thank you.
Thank you, Christina. We are grateful that you will be the one representing our elementary school teachers as this year's winner. As Dr. Hernandez mentioned earlier, these two winners will advance to the regional level. We aspire to have our state teacher of the year. We know we'll get there. At this time in the program, it is my delight to talk about our Dr. Cynthia Hopkins from Harold C. Caffey Middle School. Dr. Hopkins has 15 years of teaching experience. She is a 7th grade science teacher. She hopes that her love for learning is so contagious that each of her students will grow and develop into passionate lifelong learners.
She believes having good relationships is paramount to inspiring students to learn and care for one another. She facilitates learning by being the observer while selecting instructional strategies that will motivate and engage students. To learn more about Dr. Hopkins' passion for teaching and learning, we ask you to again turn your attention to the screen, where we are going to take you on the set of Dr. Hopkins' classroom at Caffey Middle School. Let's get to know our 2023 Secondary Teacher of the Year.
How do trees get on the internet?
They log in.
They log in. All right.
Dr. Cynthia Hopkins enjoys teaching, but as a young girl, she had other dreams.
I lived with my mom and my stepdad in a small town in Massachusetts. Literally small town, one stoplight. Sophomore year, we went to Washington, D.C., and we drove around campuses. And I fell in love with American University in Georgetown. So I went to school in Washington, D.C. I studied political science, and I had a ball.
After college, Cynthia married an active duty soldier, which meant moving around the world. When her young family finally settled in Corpus Christi, Mrs. Hopkins needed a job.
I happened to pick up a flyer from Del Mar and flipped it over, and there was an alt certification for teachers.
I met Dr. Cynthia Hopkins 16, 17 years ago. We had both had applied to go through an alternative education program. I was really captivated by her knowledge and her determination to know more, and not just what was on the books, but to do her own little research, and it started back then.
That hard work and determination paid off with multiple job offers.
2 schools want you. You can take Caffey or you can take SSC. I took the Caffey job, and I taught in the world's smallest classroom.
Today, her classroom is much bigger, and so is her impact on campus.
She leads the 7th grade curriculum for the entire district, so any teacher who has an issue with 7th grade or needs help or support, she's definitely your go-to person. She provides our students many opportunities outside the school hours for our students to succeed.
She does the TAME club, the drones club, the robotics club. There's a lot of stuff, and she teaches you a lot about maybe what you'll need, like these things that could probably get you into, colleges. She's created a great community of children who want to be engineers and innovators.
Ms. Hopkins is creating that culture by continuing her own education, learning side by side with her students.
I got my PhD while I was still in the classroom. So my kids would, we have homework, so don't I. Miss, what are you doing this weekend? Studying. They were the motivation when it's like, I don't want to do this paper. Wait, I gave them homework. I have to do my homework.
Dr. Cynthia Hopkins received her doctoral degree, worked through a pandemic, and
then I got cancer. I didn't expect that. It wasn't in my life plan. Yes, my health, but so much their health. They had just done COVID and all of that. And so I had to have a plan.
Everything rolled along as normal because Dr. Hopkins would teach us well enough so that we understood the subject in the first 2 days so that we could take the test on Wednesday.
I started chemo. I talked to the kids. They were there when my hair got short. And then I'm like, all right, guys, it's starting to fall out. And I shaved it, and I went to work, and I had like a pirate hat type thing. And I was like, oh gosh, guys, this is hot. Do I have to wear this all class period? They're like, nope, you look fine. All right.
She was very open and honest with her students through this cancer diagnosis and rolled it into a lesson, talking about how cancer affects your life and your cells and your body. And the kids had so much empathy towards that. I think that alone was the greatest lesson that she taught them.
They needed to see somebody go through that process and be okay.
Cindy has overcome a great deal. In the past year, she's overcome challenges that other people would not have surmounted in the way that she did. And in doing that, I feel like she's been an inspiration to all of us. She's persevered. She's been an example to others. And it's pretty outstanding.
I really believe that my kids were my sanctuary. Going into the classroom and not have to think about it, not have to call a doctor. Oh my gosh, doctors. You know, just being able to go in and teach.
She's just an overall amazing educator who's dedicated her life to helping kids, to be an advocate for students in this district.
I think Cindy being Teacher of the Year is about the body of work that she has brought to her students and just her ongoing efforts to be better every year.
She embodies what Kathy's about, and she really believes in academic excellence, and she really believes in, you know, the whole student in education, not just what testing is, but the overall experience of what middle school is about. She really, you know, enjoys that and likes to make sure everybody, you know, comes in feeling safe and welcome and getting that environment they deserve when they come to middle school.
When I came here in 6th grade, I was nervous about middle school, like every 6th grader is. But when I started joining clubs and everything, she was one of those teachers who helped me, you know, like say, hey, not all things in middle school are bad. You know, there's some fun stuff. You know, the clubs are fun. She helped me get over my fear in middle school.
I have been blessed to work with incredible educators who just poured out on me. And I feel like you named me, but you named all of them. You named all the people I work with at CAFE. I hope I'm walking in your shoes how you'd want me to. I'm very humbled, very surreal that I got it, because there are amazing educators that work in CCISD. And again, I hope I can just tippy toe in their shoes.
Gosh, they don't even need my instructions. They know right what to do. Dr. Hernandez, very proud principal. Bucky Hartman, if you please head to the stage, to the photo area. Please help me congratulate Dr. Cynthia Hopkins, 2023 Secondary Teacher of the Year. And as we did with elementary, Dr. Hopkins is going to come forward and take a photo and receive her award, and then she will approach the stage and share a few thoughts with us.
I don't think I can fill Christina's shoes. She had an incredible speech. Dear colleagues, my family, and esteemed guests, I'm incredibly humbled and honored to stand before you tonight as the recipient of the Secondary Teacher of the Year for Corpus Christi Independent School District. I'm so grateful to all that who've supported me and encouraged me throughout my career and given me the opportunity to make a positive difference in the lives of our students. I want to extend my sincere gratitude to my fellow educators, my interpreters, and staff members who have worked tirelessly to ensure our students receive a quality education daily. Your dedication, perseverance, and commitment to your students are truly amazing. I'm honored to be part of such a remarkable community of professionals. As teachers, we're not just responsible for imparting knowledge to our students, we're also advocates for their welfare, counselors in times of need, mentors who guide them towards their dreams and aspirations. We instill in them the values of hard work, perseverance, and lifelong learning. I truly believe our children, our students, will change their corner of the world. It is truly an honor to be recognized for the work that I love and am so passionate about, teaching. I accept this award not only for myself, but on behalf of all educators who day in and day out work to create a bright future for our students and our communities, our state, and our world. Thank you very much, but I'm going to take this one bit. Yeah, right? As every time I get in front of the podium, I'm going to say this. Ladies, mammograms save lives. Go get your mammogram. Thank you. All right, Libby. I'm free. This is my moment. Really, Libby, now it's your turn.
Thank you, Dr. Hopkins. Your passion for education is evident. At this time, please help me with a final round of applause. We once again congratulate all of our nominees here this evening, all winners in our district. Okay, I'm getting the signal that Dr. H is hustling around backstage. This concludes my role in the program. Thank you so much for allowing me this honor tonight. Dr. Hernandez, I now invite you to the stage to deliver this evening's final remarks.
Thank you, Leanne. Great job. This event is always so joyful and so moving. I tell you, the speeches, amazing. Let's just give our winners one more round of applause. To all our teachers, we hope that you feel like celebrities tonight and that you will carry this feeling back to your classrooms. Your work absolutely deserves a starring role across our entire community. Honorees, please make sure you stop by the concession area on your way out for one more treat that was made possible tonight by the Corpus Christi Education Foundation. Additionally, I'm delighted to announce that all 57 Teachers of the Year are receiving a $50 check from Coast Life Credit Union. Thank you to Coast Life Lending Officer Sam Longoria, who's with us over here. Sam also serves on our foundation board, and other foundation representatives will be waiting to greet you and help you celebrate by getting your swag bag and your check. Before we close the event, I'd like to thank our auditorium manager, Bert Baxter, and Veterans Memorial High School for hosting us. And thank you once again to everyone for making this evening special and for making this time together to honor our district's top teachers of 2023. While we do need to exit the auditorium after the program, the photo area will remain open for you to take your pictures. Drive carefully, enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you for your dedication to Corpus Christi ISD. Have a good night.